Tonight, the Canada Day disruptions, massive storms dampen celebrations in the capital and beyond. A twister touches down in Alberta.
As long as it looks like it's moving, we're fine.
As Canadians mark Confederation and reconciliation.
There is still a lot of work that needs to be done. This is the day that we have those conversations.
Recalling a shameful day.
It destroyed the hopes of many Chinese workers to dream of having a family.
The legacy of a racist law 100 years later. Plus, BC port workers on strike.
It will inflict serious damage to Canada's economy.
The concern over costs and another supply chain slowdown.
CTV National News with Sandy Ronaldo. Reporting tonight, Mirella Fernandez.
Good evening. It is a Canada Day they won't soon forget in central Alberta. A twister touched down north of Calgary, damaging some homes in the area. Take a look at that menacing sky that produced a large tornado, an estimated 2 kilometers wide. It stayed on the ground for about 30 minutes, shredding everything it came across. Now, here is where it touched down, near Didsbury, Alberta, about an hour north of Calgary. The storm also brought with it huge hail, heavy enough to dent cars. CTV's Mark Villani is on the ground with a look at what that twister left behind.
Swirling clouds and spitting hail tore through a rural area between Didsbury and Carstairs just before 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon.
Huge spinning cloud, this huge massive white cloud spinning. And then out of that came this black funnel. It touched down, it spread right out. The asphalt flying at us.
Environment and Climate Change Canada says the tornado was on the ground for 30 minutes.
Every once in a while, we get the conditions that are just right for these supercell tornadoes, and they can last a long time. 30 minutes for a tornado on the ground is a pretty long time.
It's very close to the farm.
People watched in horror as it neared a farmhouse. RCMP say numerous homes have reported damage, but it appears nobody was hurt. EMS is on scene, but say there was no need to transport anyone to hospital.
You see a string of a tornado come. I've seen that, but nothing. No, nothing like this is like out of a movie or something. It was pretty crazy.
I think it's scary.
An Alberta emergency alert was issued for parts of southern and central Alberta when the tornado was sighted near the town of Didsbury. About 30 RVs and tents were set up in the Didsbury campsite. The people who run it say there wasn't even time to warn campers.
There wasn't even time for that this time. We got the alert and the hail picked up. We had hail that was like fist-sized, and then looked outside and saw the funnel clouds.
They say nobody was hurt, but the large hail and intense wind damaged some landscaping and property.
Looked like there was quite a few dented vehicles.
Alberta is expected to get cooler weather Sunday, but there is the potential for tornadoes in other parts of the prairies.
Conditions are such that it's conducive to tornado development, so we're keeping an eye on things.
Mark Villani, CTV News, near Carstairs, Alberta.
There was a tornado warning in Ottawa today, but no funnel cloud emerged. The storm did, however, disrupt Canada Day festivities. The dark clouds rolled in as quickly as they left, the downpour captured on camera over the Parliament buildings. But the day wasn't a total washout. Here's CTV's Annie Berger-Oliver.
Happy Canada Day!
Those three words echoed loudly throughout the capital today, as tens of thousands took to the streets to celebrate 156 years of Canadian history.
I'm very excited and celebrating my first Canada Day here in Ottawa. So far, it's been so good.
The national celebration in Ottawa's Le Breton Flats kicked off with a warm welcome.
Would the candidates for citizenship please stand and raise your right hand?
The citizenship ceremony on Canada's biggest stage, making the day extra special for 17 new Canadians.
Increasingly now, people are coming to Canada to proudly call it their home and build their lives and our communities and our country all together.
While a mix of rain, thunderstorms, and even a tornado threat forced the party to temporarily shut down until the weather improved.
Happy Canada
In Halifax, that wasn't the case for the Snowbirds and their air show that had to be cancelled.
But we're still here with pride and excitement.
Not everyone recognizes July 1st in the same way. For Elder Wally Chartrand, it's a chance to help educate people about Indigenous stories.
I don't normally celebrate Canada Day, and I don't think a lot of Indigenous people do, maybe not. And part of that, again, is because of the history that comes with that.
Canada's colonial past and the mistreatment of First Nations, Métis, and Inuit is why many are choosing to wear orange today instead of red and white. At Edmonton's Run Walk for Reconciliation, the orange shirts and ribbons a tribute to everyone impacted by the residential school system.
We're really grateful and so fortunate to live here, but also it does have a dark past, and it gives us that outlet to say we acknowledge and we hear those that have suffered.
Many Indigenous activists suggest using today as an opportunity to talk to friends and family about colonization and ways to better participate in reconciliation. Morella?
Annie, appreciate that. Thank you. BC port workers haven't been able to reconcile differences with their employers. Overnight talks broke down, leaving shipping cranes idle. More than 7,000 workers are now on strike. The action could quickly disrupt trade. CTV's Isabella Zavarisi explains.
Thousands of port workers walked off the job after failing to lock in a new deal. A costly decision, according to the Canadian Chamber of Commerce.
It will inflict serious damage to Canada's economy. If there was a week of disruption at the West Coast ports, that's going to be over $5.5 billion of disrupted trade for the Canadian economy.
On Wednesday, members of the International Longshore and Warehouse Union issued a strike notice against the BC Maritime Employers Association. The union's main objectives are cost of living, contract work, and port automation. The association says it wants a fair deal that recognizes the expertise of BC's waterfront workforce while ensuring Canada's West Coast ports remain competitive and affordable for all Canadians. According to one Simon Fraser University professor, he doesn't think it will significantly impact inflation.
It's really hard to see how you can make the argument that a short-term disruption leads to never-ending inflation.
For those who rely on the ports to get goods in and out of the country, they're not as optimistic.
This is not, increasing reliability or confidence in the Western Canadian ports.
Atkins says the company has put contingency plans in place, but says some commodities can't be moved via truck or rail.
If this job action continues this week, we're going to be looking at about a 90% reduction in WTC's inbound and outbound traffic overall.
Well, the worst case scenario, if this goes on for weeks and weeks, is we would have to tell our crews to stop fishing because there would be nowhere to put it, to wait for shipment out.
Even with talks intensifying, it's not clear when a new deal will be struck. Isabella Zavarisi, CTV News, Vancouver.
Motorists in the Maritimes feeling a little more pain at the pumps today, and homeowners are now facing higher costs to heat their homes. That's because Ottawa's federal carbon tax on fuel came into effect at midnight. In all 4 Atlantic provinces, it's pushing up the price of gas, diesel, and heating oil. CTV's Jack Morris reports.
The cost of home heating oil jumped by 17 cents a litre at midnight when the new regulations took effect. With prices hovering around $1 on PEI yesterday, that's nearly a 20% increase. It's not better in Nova Scotia.
It's going to cost you over half your pension to heat our house now. So what are we going to do with our home? May have to sell it because we can't afford to live in it.
Gas was up across the region as well, with Nova Scotia taking the biggest hit.
Oh, it's ridiculous. This is like 13 cents overnight. It's crazy. When is it going to end?
With all this pain, it better do something good. I don't know if it will. It's certainly hurting at this end.
In Nova Scotia, the highest price for gas is nearly $1.70. That's closer to $1.65 in New Brunswick, and on Prince Edward Island, diesel is sitting above $1.60 as well. In some places, stations even ran out of fuel yesterday, with people rushing to fill up before the hike. Canadian Taxpayers Federation reps were outside the PEI legislature this morning, continuing their campaign against the carbon tax. They say even with the carbon rebate, this is a real increase in taxes for most Canadians.
The carbon tax will cost the average family in PEI $465 more this year than what they're getting back in rebates. Families can't afford to pay an extra $465 more this year.
The Atlantic premiers launched a joint Fight the Federal Gas Hike campaign this month, opposing the new clean fuel standards. They say without an offset, it's just a tax hike. They're asking Atlantic Canadians to complain directly to their MPs. With inflation pushing up prices across the board, there's much apprehension in our region about the latest tax hike. Jack Morse, CTV News, Charlottetown.
It will cost more to bag up your buys in Edmonton. A new bylaw is now in effect. It bans single-use plastics. That means paying for paper bags. The idea is to reduce the city's waste. It means no more plastic utensils or styrofoam containers, and single-use cups are gone as well. Utensils, straws, and napkins made of recyclable materials will still be provided, but only by request. Today was moving day in Quebec, when hundreds of thousands of renters change addresses, much like a massive game of musical chairs. But faced with a growing housing crisis, not everybody has a place to call home. At the end of moving day, more than 700 Quebecers are left without a roof of their own. CTV's Matt Gilmore shares the story of one of them.
It's rough. It's a hard life for everybody, I know.
Darlene Lamontagne has been living in this Point St. Charles apartment building since she was 17 years old.
It was $82 when I moved in upstairs.
47 years later, she still pays less than $500 a month. And she says for years, the landlords have been letting the apartment fall into disrepair.
They wanted me out. They do. They want me out.
Now 64 years old, Darlene has severe mobility issues. In March, she received an eviction notice. She believes the landlord plans to renovate and triple the rent.
Well, I was going to take them to court, and then I don't know what happened. They came the morning before the day of court, and they offered me money, and I don't know, I signed a paper.
In a phone call with CTV News, the landlord denied Darlene is being renovicted. He said profit is not the motive and said he's been receiving complaints about her from other tenants for years. Still, this tenants' rights advocate says tenants shouldn't sign anything they don't understand.
Unfortunately, a lot of tenants, when it's in cases of repairs, they don't feel they have a choice.
She says tenants have the right to stay in their apartment at their current rent, even after renovations are done. Darlene is now facing the prospect of finding a new apartment while living on a fixed disability income of just $1,500 a month.
There's no way. You can't. You have to give your whole disability and live on nothing.
The city is providing temporary housing for the dozens of Montreal families who now find themselves without a place to live. Darlene has a free room in Saint Laurent for the next 2 months while she searches for a new home. Matt Gilmore, CTV News.
It's been another volatile night in France, with riot police and protesters clashing again over the shooting death of a 17-year-old boy. Officers fired tear gas in the southern city of Marseille to disperse a crowd. In several cities, angry young people have been torching vehicles and buildings. About 45,000 police were deployed to try and calm things down. In the Paris suburb of Nanterre, it was quiet as hundreds of mourners gathered for a private funeral for the boy who was killed. CTV's Rahim Ladani reports.
As mourners gathered in the French city of Nanterre, there's a heavy police presence to maintain order around the mosque, where the funeral of the 17-year-old boy shot by police is taking place. The killing of the teen, identified only as Nahel, has unleashed riots over police brutality for 5 consecutive nights across the country. Cars and buildings continue to be set ablaze, despite a sweeping police presence, with officers making more than 1,300 arrests on Friday night alone.
The situation is already supercharged and volatile.
And on top of that, there's the political situation of the Macron government.
France's President Emmanuel Macron canceled a state visit to Germany due to the unrest. And his justice minister is scolding parents, saying it's not up to the state to raise their children, as the government attempts to restore order across the nation, with reports of businesses being vandalized and looted. Protests across France were sparked by this video of a traffic stop Tuesday where a police officer allegedly shoots and kills Nahel, who's of Algerian and Moroccan descent.
These kinds of tensions between the police and minority populations are a feature of our contemporary moment.
The police officer accused of killing the teenage boy has been given a preliminary charge of voluntary homicide, meaning the magistrates strongly suspect wrongdoing but need to investigate more before sending a case to trial. Morella.
CTV's Raheem Ladani. An investigation is underway in Kenya after a disastrous crash that killed dozens. Rescue workers searched for victims trapped in that wreckage following last night's accident. A truck driver lost control at a busy junction and rammed into several vehicles and people. At least 52 are dead. Coming up, the July 1st anniversary you may not know about.
I think the idea that we are perpetual foreigners is an issue today.
Coming to terms with the Chinese Exclusion Act. We have a dramatic air rescue caught on camera off the coast of BC. The U.S. Coast Guard saved 3 people and their dog after a boat sank. This was Friday in the Salish Sea, a few kilometers south of Victoria. A Coast Guard member was lowered from a helicopter to rescue the victims from a dinghy. A woman and 2 teenage girls were hoisted one by one to safety, then treated for hypothermia at a Victoria hospital. For most Canadians, Canada Day is about celebrating our country and what it has accomplished. But for one community, July 1st is a reminder of a great Canadian failure. 100 years ago, Ottawa introduced the Chinese Exclusion Act. CTV's Bill Fortier reports.
I never heard of it, him talk about it.
Growing up, John Yi didn't know much about his father's past. It wasn't until 2005 that he learned of the discrimination he faced during a shameful period of Canada's history.
That's something he didn't want to even talk about.
George Yi had to pay a $500 head tax to come to Canada, the equivalent of more than $8,000 today, just to work as a laborer.
So it took him until his mid-30s before he was able to pay that debt off, eh?
That year on July 1st, the Chinese Immigration Act was enacted, essentially banning Chinese people from coming to Canada. Those already here, like Yi, had to register and carry their certificate at all times or face fines or imprisonment.
It destroyed the hopes of many Chinese workers, the dream of having a family. So many people ended up dying alone in this country.
To those affected, July 1st became known as Humiliation Day. It's a dark chapter of Canada's history that hasn't been widely known until now, 100 years later. Today, this exhibit in Vancouver formally opened to the public at the Chinese Canadian Museum. In other cities, ceremonies were held to mark a century since the racist piece of legislation that stuck around until 1947. Last week, the Senate unveiled a plaque formally recognizing the significance of what was more widely known as the Chinese Exclusion Act.
Today, we add another chapter to Canada's true history.
The period left behind intergenerational trauma, and community members say Chinese Canadians still face racism, especially now in the wake of COVID and with allegations of foreign interference in Western democracy.
So I think the idea that we are perpetual foreigners is an issue today.
Advocates say today's events are a start, but just a start. They're calling for the Chinese Exclusion Act to be taught in schools across the country as part of Canadian history. Marilla.
Really interesting, Bill. Thanks for the update. Straight ahead, a historic space mission, a blast off to the dark universe. There are more restrictions for Twitter users, at least for now. Billionaire owner Elon Musk announced unverified accounts are limited to reading 600 posts a day. Verified members can read up to 6,000. Musk says the new policy addresses data scraping. That's when AI companies pull in massive amounts of information to train chatbots. Musk also owns SpaceX, which today launched a European telescope into the invisible realm known as the dark universe.
2, 1, ignition, liftoff.
A Falcon 9 rocket carrying the Euclid telescope launched from Cape Canaveral in Florida. Euclid is on a quest to unravel the cosmic mystery of dark energy and dark matter that make up most of the universe. After the break, how a BC woman is using tree planting to restart her life. We leave you tonight with an inspiring story of a woman from BC who's using her passion for tree planting to rebuild her confidence and her life. CTV's Adam Sawatsky reports.
Pat Savola is traveling around her abundant backyard that couldn't be more different than the forest full of spiky spruce she once worked in.
If you had to go head first through spruce, it was nasty and scratchy and prickly.
But when she would happen upon a western larch, a tree with needles that turned yellow in the fall before losing them in the winter and growing new ones in the spring.
Oh, these are so soft.
It was love.
That's a good way of putting a love affair with larch.
Well, that was 40 years ago, before Pat received a debilitating diagnosis, leaving her reliant on a wheelchair.
What we did is sat on the couch and cried.
But after 6 months of processing the information and eventually befriending her fears,
picking myself up, dusting myself off, and we kept going.
More recently, Pat found herself feeling a familiar sense of helplessness. But this time, it was about adversity facing the environment. And she recalled a compelling quote.
What is it that I can do, that I would like to do, that no one else is doing, that would make a difference?
Because of her disability, Pat says there's a lot of things she can't do anymore.
But I can get trees planted.
So, Pat bought 60 western larch seedlings online and has spent the past year fostering her beloved trees at home.
Trees cool the air, they shade the streets.
They benefit the environment, Pat says, in countless complex ways.
And they raise property values, to boot.
And now, Pat is taking out ads in her community, offering a baby larch to anyone who wants to plant one in their neighborhood for free.
If I don't do it, I can't expect anybody else to do it.
And after giving away almost 50 trees, Pat's also growing optimism for the future.
Everybody has something to contribute. The world needs a lot of change, and we all have a responsibility to do something about that.
Adam Sawatsky, CTV News, Duncan.
So true. That is your Canada Day. I'm Morella Fernandez. As we go, a look at the fireworks display in Toronto tonight. For Sandy Ronaldo and all of us here at CTV National News, thanks for watching. Good night.